My name is Fanny Englund. I work as a lighting designer at OF Lighting in Stockholm, Sweden. I normally take the part as a project manager or head lighting designer in the projects. Already as a child, I think I had a sensibility to light. I always wanted to turn off, the general light in the ceiling, turn on some cozy light, and therefore I thought I would become an interior designer because I had no idea lighting design existed back then. But then I came across this education in Jönköping in architectural lighting design. So now I have a bachelor degree in that, and I've been working in the field ever since. And I think it feels like this is the right place for me, for sure. I have come to specialize in office lighting and residential lighting, and it's quite different fields, but that's also what makes it fun, that it's you can do a lot of different stuff at work. And most people probably think office lighting sounds really boring, but to me I think it's extremely important, since we spend so much time in the office that it affects our well-being both at the office but also when we come home afterwards, and of course how we produce and at work and everything like that. So I think there is a great chance to do more stimulating office spaces, workplaces, and that's what I strive to do, change the standard flat ceiling light office. To promote better office lighting, I do lectures about it, and also I made a short video together with the Swedish Lighting Association. Since lighting is crucial for our well-being and safety to move around indoors, outdoors, and also impacts our daily rhythm and well-being, I'm sure most people would consider lighting a very important question. A professional lighting designer understands all aspects of light and both the technical and the aesthetic parts of it. And no other profession really owns the lighting part in a project, and therefore I think lighting designers are very important. I believe that adaptive lighting will be much more common than it is today. Light that easily change with a need, and if you require different atmosphere or adapting to daylight, etc. And this is of course possible already today, but I think it has to become much more easy and user-friendly and more intuitive and automatic maybe. The time when we just had the options to have the light on or off is long gone, and now it's time for the light to adapt to us instead of us adapting to the light. First of all, I would like to find the perfect light source that is perfect quality in light, in color rendering, brilliance, and easy to control in all the ways. We're not really there yet, I think. I would also like to know more about how we can make more sustainable fittings, because I think we're still using too much metals and other products that is bad for our environment in the fixtures. And today, I mean, most LED products, you have to throw them away when they're dead, and I think that's just a big waste. I'm very proud to have been a part of designing the office lighting for the gaming company called King in Stockholm, and it's because the office lighting there is very unconventional, I would say. The task light, the main light, is fixed to each desk, which meaning the light moves around with you when you move your desk, and making it flexible for real, I would say, not just flat light everywhere. To make it bright, of course there is vertical light on pillars and walls, etc., so you can easily navigate and move around and get the feeling of a bright surface and bright space anyway. This project won the Swedish Lighting Award in 2016, and I think that's also my proof that this is possible. The biggest challenge is for sure to convince non-convinced clients that it's actually worth putting money into lighting design and good lighting, and that it will actually become cheaper and better for everybody in the end. And most people agrees when you talk about the more emotional parts of lighting design, about health and appearance and such. But then you come to the next part, which is money, and they just say, no, I want something cheaper, which is really bad and sad, of course. I feel that I've learned some ways to talk about money with clients, to be able to get my lighting design ideas through. And I think that's crucial, because you can be a super good lighting designer, but if you never manage to do the good lighting designer, to get it into the project, to realize it, it's not worth much. I've been very lucky with a lot of supportive friends and colleagues all my time working in the business. I would like to mention my current colleague, Kai Pippo, who, for one thing, made me do this, but also supported me in other areas. I think he also influenced me indirectly by being a role model, especially in Sweden, and showing that lighting design is actually a cool job to have. Light is ever changing, and there's always something new to learn, especially within controls, and therefore I feel I have the need to seek information in new areas, such as stage lighting or art lighting, for example. My biggest source of inspiration is for sure the natural daylight, and the Nordic light that I experience every day here in Sweden is ever changing and continues to inspire me every day. I see many talented young lighting designers, especially women, but also men, of course, that I think is just a matter of time before we are more equal, and not a long time before we're equal. But this requires women to dare to take the step to apply for high positions, to speak at conferences, etc. And I think a lot of women still lack confidence and feel they have to be more experienced, be better than they are before they do this. But I think you just have to overcome your fear and just go for it if you want the change, even though you're scared, because men does this all the time and they see that it works, so they continue. The more role models we will have, female role models, the more will follow. First of all, believe in yourself, even if you're young and maybe not so experienced. I think the business is growing so fast, there's a big need for new creative ideas. If you are already in the business and maybe more experienced, make sure that you support your colleagues or friends that you think deserves it. Doesn't matter if they are men or women, but good people should be supported, and especially make an extra push for your female colleagues.